Journal entry, 17th of the month of May, in the year of our Lord 1131. The war is in its third year, and the price my people pay to fulfill the will of the Church is high. We have beaten the French repeatedly, through guile and sheer force of will, yet while thousands remain on the field of battle, most of them are not of us. The debt burden I have put my duchy under is a great strain, and Takulv, grandson of my father's companion, has graciously taken on the role to manage affairs in my absence. A plague has broken out, as the unholy influence that had taken root in Languedoc fights us wherever we go. Alas, I fear its tendrils reach to higher places than we thought. The King of France is a weak ruler, yet his troops fight with a foul determination, and he has called Duke Dumonge to his court, where he is known to whisper poison into the king's ear. We must bring this campaign to an end, yet I fear the war against evil may last beyond my lifetime. As the illness still spreads through the lands, we are finishing off the siege of Carcassonne, and then we may once more have to stand against the French army that is moving onto Gévaudan, unless they have other plans. We shall see. But we need to move east anyway, towards Uzès and get that under control, while the rest is being besieged elsewhere. It looks like the French may actually go towards Montpellier. So, yes, they are not. They're besieging Cévennes, which is in Montpellier, Cévennes Castle, which is preferable. So, on our way there, we can. On our way there, we can accost them and then move north towards Molo. We are obviously very short on coin, and defeating the French no longer really really makes a difference in the overall war. It's just evil for the sake of evil. Meanwhile, my daughter Peronella seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest meal. She sneaked out early and was not seen for the rest of the evening. So she is impatient, and that is understandable. It's a trait many in the family have. That said, I do another? I have too much stress, too high stress levels at this point. I don't want to do another personality influencing on her. I want to save that up for Guichard, who is already brave, and I would like him to be just as well. So that's the one. For now, we are moving. What are we not yet controlling? Languedoc. It's Siege of Foix should actually, well, we'll accost the French first, and then we will deal with the east, and hopefully that's enough. Okay, they have moved off, and the debt is causing trouble. So Quercy is beginning to show signs of corruption, and that is less than preferable. So this war needs to come to an end sooner rather than later, as we have said many times. But first, it looks like we shall accost the French once more at Gévaudan, and hopefully beat them back. Beat them back one final time. Count Adhemar has been maimed, and yes. Okay, I think the scheme has finally been abandoned, so we can stop the countermeasure focus here. But the amount of, or the lack of coin is a concern. Okay, Battle of Gévaudan has been won, and once again the French have been decisively beaten. We shall besiege the county of Uzès, and then I think it's just Foix left. So hopefully that can come into effect relatively soon. Philomena's treatment of Takulv has shown some success, and she was able to reduce his symptoms. So hopefully this will not. Hopefully he will, by the Lord's grace, make it through this alive. But the amount of coin that we expend for the maintenance of our armies is becoming relatively unsustainable. We may have to further reduce the number of troops, and the pikemen, while they have served us well, I think we may have to reduce their overall size of everything soon, if the war still goes on for much longer. In our hour of need, the Church has once more provided with additional coin, lessening the burden of our debt, and hopefully reducing the expenses that we have to cover, and the soldiers finally can get paid. We have taken Count Guillaume's friend and his son and heir. Is anybody willing to yes. We shall ransom them both. Guillaume de Montpellier shall be ransomed, and with that, I think it's just Foix left, Castle Foix, that is still part of Languedoc, that hasn't been taken over yet. Yes, it's just Foix left. So we shall move towards Foix, and once again accost the French army, probably in the process, which is marching past Toulouse, but seems to be too weak at this point to take on the castle itself. The consumption is still raging through the lands, and at least I think in my court, Juliana, the youngest, has been afflicted by consumption. She is receiving the same treatment, but yes, my family obviously now is afflicted as well. And oh dear, I do hope the little one will make it through this and not follow her mother into the afterlife. But we shall see. So for now, we will relieve get the prisoners out, and it looks like Mayor Louis of Castle Saint-Vincent. Yes, I know this man had dealings of adulterous nature, and he has been after Elodie, my sister, at some point. So this means we have to now decide how this works out. So we've got even a woman who could have been his own daughter. She is the daughter of the mayor of Langeac. Okay, and she is a fornicator. So we can now imprison her, or we let them go. No, this shall not go unpunished. We shall have her put in prison, and that gives him an opportunity to pay a ransom for her to be released. That's what he gets for these sort of actions. All right, we have a perk available. We could get the organized march or the household guard. I think at this point we'll take household guard, and I think now we're actually after the war is over, we shall switch away from the military focus. So we have paid back our debts, but for now it looks like the French are once again besieging Carcassonne. So we do have to divert our attention to dealing with the remnants of the French army and relieve Carcassonne. No, they're actually abandoning the siege. So in that case, we will move on ourselves towards Foix. We will see where the second army of Vivier is moving to. How is the situation? Yeah, I don't think the King of France can support this much longer. We are financially in a significantly better situation than he is. We're once again in debt, but we have managed, I think, in the meantime, to at least somewhat reconstitute our forces. And the French army is leaving, and with that, the siege against Foix can begin. And I think we can remove the pikemen regiment that we had built, or at least decrease it slightly, and probably also the other regiments. Or we'll leave them as they are for now, but after the war we may have to decrease them because the French army is beaten. The siege in Foix, I think, is the last one we have to take. How is my daughter, however? Her health is poor, but hopefully the cure that has been devised is working, and Tarkulf is not yet cured either. Thierry Thierry and Ebon have now caught the consumption as well. It is ravaging our lands, unfortunately, and bringing the war to an end hopefully would also allow us to focus more on the situation. Thierry, who was already old, has died, actually of old age, not of the consumption, and with that goes one of the last Crusaders from the original Crusade. Which means we do need a new caravan master. We do have knights available for these sort of things. That is not a problem. However, we do still have to finish up the siege of Foix. The French army has been roundly beaten at this point, and I think Languedoc will come under our control. But we do have to keep an eye still on the plague. That is it receding? Yes, it is receding. Grave news. Guichard has fallen ill with the consumption as well. The future is uncertain, and death lingers close by his bedside, yet not all is lost. Guichard might survive should luck be on his side. The physician wants to know how he should be treated. I shall trust Philomena's judgment. She has done well so far, and we shall see how things go for my family. Juliana already is suffering, and her brother now is afflicted as well. Foix has been taken, and with that we have enough to enforce our demands against. The French have been roundly beaten, and the Duchy of Languedoc shall fall directly under my domain, and so be it. We have gained legitimacy. We are the rightful ruler, and we can now disband all armed forces and concentrate on what's most important, which is the family. We have to deal with new vassals and new stations. We have to deal with probably a massive lack of control. Control is, especially in Albi, where the evil was rooted. That's where we have to work on. So I'm going to get my council to work. Mayor Louis will be sent to Albi in order to increase control once we have that all available. And I will have to look after my family at this point. We will enter seclusion, and although that is going to take more stress still. Well, we're all afflicted already pretty much. It's just Peronella who herself so far has not been. But the plague is still receding actually, and instantly instantly one of my new vassals is beginning to target me. So let's have a look at who we're dealing with now. While we are dealing with the evil in the forests of Albi, it is obviously the holder of these lands who is trying to lead an uprising against us. He is Count Pierre Bernard II of Carcassonne. So we shall see. I can't revoke his title. It would be considered an act of tyranny, so we can't do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my spy master to find out what's going on, and if there is any evil abound. But for now, we still have the plague going on, and we have to see how things go. Which now I myself actually have been afflicted by the consumption, and we shall put myself into the hands of Philomena, and we will see what she can do. Philomena insisted that the only cure for my condition was a naked midnight run. Expel the evil through sweat. And it is a miracle I have lost the consumption, and with that and another count has joined the faction against us. With that I have lost the trade. Obviously, I have caught it from my children, but we shall see. We shall see if they can survive as well. I do so hope that they can. However, we do now have to begin dealing with multiple. We have a deceitful count in Montpellier who we need to deal with as well. And the Duchy of Toulouse, while largely increased in size, has significant works to be done to bring the situation under control, to pacify the local counts. My family has to hopefully recover, and I think we have much work ahead of us. That said, I think the next best step is to change our lifestyle, and I will see. We'll see which one we take next. So Marshall, we definitely have enough in Marshall, I think, at this point. We could do stewardships, and we will see if that might be one way to get ourselves out of the rather dismal situation. Alternatively, learning might not be bad as well, so we could complete the scholarship. How old are we at this point? 49. Yeah, I think it's time to switch back to learning, and we'll go back to the scholarship focus. And with that, we are going to try our best to improve the situation for everybody in the much enlarged Duchy of Toulouse. Our first task, however, must be to oversee the reduction of the flu, and while Toulouse has much reduced its affliction, the surrounding territory is still very much in bad shape. Mayor Louis of Castle-Sarrazin has died of the consumption. The adulterer is no longer. That means I am in need of a new marshal. So who can we bring in next? Many on my court actually are afflicted. So I think I think I'm going to get my brother Ogier to be my new marshal, and he can begin hunting the evil in Albi and rooting that out while we are awaiting news of, well, hopefully the end soon of this terrible plague. While performing her duties, Hermesend has uncovered a secret held by Mayor Gusbert of Tarascon. The way in which he seeks pleasure is revolting for a decent man to even think of, and yet he is not merely willing but eager. It feels so unnatural and sickening. It is unnatural and sickening, an offense against God. Fetch me a bucket before I... Okay, so that is the mayor of Tarascon, and Tarascon is a city in Foix in my realm. So with that, we shall expose his secret. He is a known deviant, and that has reduced my stress a little bit as well. And I think we are going to we could try to imprison him, and I think that's what we're going to do, because we shall not be, and of course it's part of Count Pierre Bernard II's holdings. The evil that is going on in these lands is beyond belief. So that man, who is a disloyal deviant, a zealous villain, we shall attempt to imprison him, which most likely is going to lead to him to leave and become a wanderer. But we shall attempt it nevertheless, and see what becomes of it. He has fled to the countryside of the renegade, and who has he been replaced by? Juliana of Tarascon, who is a much more acceptable kind of person. So that has slightly improved the situation. Now the control in the country is not great, especially Albi, where the heart of evil still lurks. And Count Ogier is working on sorting that out. But we are working off our debt, and hopefully a time of peace can come around, and hopefully my children can recover from their affliction still as well. Ogier, my brother, is organizing a hunt in the grasslands of Milot, and I think that is a good idea. We have no coin to hire anybody, but there are no dangers on the route, so we'll join his hunt, and I can't wait for this. To happen. Let's see what will be the ongoings. Who's actually reigning in my absence? Or I think it's fine. I don't really need somebody. I'm not that far away. So we wait for the arrival of the last guests. But my brother, who's now my marshal, is leading the hunt, and I think all in all has a very low chance of success, but we shall see what we can find. In the end, Ogier has decided he would like to hunt a hare, and well, it's not my fault. That's but well, we shall see. We shall see. It's all about recreation and losing some of that stress from the last battles. The Teutonic Order has been founded by Kaiser Adalbero, which is good news. More defenders of the faithful. Talking about which, can we ask? Not Tivoli. Can we ask the church? Not yet. We cannot ask the church for money to rebuild our lands just yet, and we do have to keep an eye on the factions. if they decide that they would like to rise up against us. As we amble in a group, I hear Count Guillaume behind me. Count Guillaume the Mad of Béziers. I think he's one of the ones who's plotting against me. Yes, he is. So, hissing from atop his hunting steed. Look at that vile swain. He points at my vassal, Mayor Simon, who seems to be having a hard time bearing the insults. So that's Mayor Simon of Langeac, and he is he's Count Antoine's marshal. You will not insult my brother's marshal. That is no way for a count to act. So we shall. He's been rude, and we shall not. But we shall not spoil the hunt for everybody in return. My party and I stalk through a copse, eyes peeled for any signs of a hare. From the canopy above, a soft twittering spills forth, growing louder as we advance. It is a nestling screeching for its mother. An agile huntsman brings down a fluffy ears, an unfledged raptor chick from the poplar. We could get hunting raptor, or we could gift it to Augier, or we could put it back. I think the chance of actually finding anything is so low that putting it back might be a good idea. But Augier is the one who leads the hunt, so I shall gift it to him. My acquaintance Eblé is the first to spot its bounding legs. The swift jack is hard to distinguish, but there is no doubt it's there, observing us through the tall grass. Count Augier takes off after the beast, crying, "Come, it's getting away!" So let's go. We'll attempt to corner the hare with a spear, which is apparently perilous. Unless that is a certain very white bunny, then that's not a thing. We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves through the poplar trees, squeaking wildly. Scaling a rise and disappearing into the dense thicket, the hare is gone as quickly as it appeared, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. There was not much of a chance to begin with anyway, but we have made some coin, and I've gotten the hunter trait from the whole thing, which I am... let's leave this adventure for now. We've lost some stress, we've gained some legitimacy, and we've gotten the hunter trait out of the whole thing. So I think that was a good outcome, and with that we are returning. Keep up. There has to be something. With that we are returning to Toulouse, where still my family awaits, and we have still much rebuilding to do.